Hello everyone, welcome to the F1 Radio for Fans channel. Mohammed bin Sulayem, president of motorsports governing body the FIA, is under investigation for allegedly interfering over a Formula One race result. A whistleblower has told the FIA that bin Sulayem allegedly intervened to overturn a penalty given to Aston Martin's Fernando Alonso at the 2023 Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. The claim is in a report by an FIA compliance officer to its ethics committee, which has been seen by BBC Sport. Bin Sulayem and the FIA have not responded to requests for comment. The allegation made by the whistleblower is that bin Sulayem called Sheikh Abdullah bin Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, the FIA's vice president for sport for the Middle East and North Africa region, who was in Saudi Arabia for the race in an official capacity, and made it clear he thought Alonso's penalty should be revoked. Alonso had been given a 10-second penalty for work done on his car while he was serving a previous 5-second penalty. The report, by compliance officer Paolo Bassari, says the whistleblower reported that bin Sulayem pretended the stewards to overturn their decision to issue the penalty to Alonso. In Italian, the word pretendere means to require or expect. The Ethics Committee is expected to take 4 to 6 weeks to issue its report. The penalty in question had dropped Alonso from third place, behind Red Bull drivers Sergio Perez and Max Verstappen, to fourth, also behind Mercedes' George Russell. Withdrawing it returned him to a podium position. In addition, BBC Sport has verified the information with several senior figures at high levels in F1 and close to the FIA. None would go on the record, but all said they had the same information. What happened in Saudi Arabia 2023? Alonso received an initial 5-second penalty for placing his car partially outside his starting box on the grid for the race. This was served at Alonso's first pit stop, but the two-time champion was then given a 10-second penalty because Aston Martin were judged to have contravened the rules by working on his car. The penalty was imposed because Alonso's car had been touched by the rear jack before the full-time duration had elapsed, in contravention of F1 rules. At the time, the justification given by the stewards for overturning the decision referred to a discussion that had taken place between the F1 teams and the FIA on the subject of working on cars while serving a penalty in the pits. The right of review decision said, "We concluded that there was no clear agreement, as was suggested to the stewards previously, that could be relied upon to determine that parties had agreed that a jack touching a car would amount to working on the car." At the time, Article 54.4c of the sporting regulations said, while a car is stationary in the pit lane as a result of incurring a penalty in accordance with Articles 54.3a or 54.3b above, it may not be worked on until the car has been stationary for the duration of the penalty. After the race and following the Alonso situation, an additional sentence was added. In this context, touching the car or driver by hand or tools or equipment will all constitute working. Had this sentence been in place at the time, there would have been no question that the stewards had made the right initial decision. But here in the comments, let me know your opinion about this case. Don't forget to leave your like and subscribe to the channel. Bye.